Shabbat Shalom. How good it is to dwell together like friends, like family. We take a deep breath, let out the week that's gone by. We don't bring in the week that's to come. Instead, we sit in this space between this space of rest and wholeness and community. We welcome that spirit of Shabbat into our souls by the lighting of Shabbat candles. We're so happy, Sophie, to be able to call you up to the bima at this time with your family to light the Shabbos candles. You want me to start? I'll start. Okay, ready. Baruch atah Elohim asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Stay here. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen, amen. We turn to page 12 for Lechu Neranana. Come, let us sing with great joy to God. Please join us.
Lechu Neranana l'Adonai, Nariya letzur Yisheinu. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena l'Adonai. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena l'Adonai. Nariya, Nariya letzur Yisheinu, nekadma fanav betoda. Nariya, Nariya letzur Yisheinu, bizmirot nariya lo. Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena l'Adonai. Nariya, Nariya letzur Yisheinu, nekadma fanav betoda. Nariya, Nariya letzur Yisheinu, bizmirot nariya lo. ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, יירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו. אז ירננו כל עצי יער, לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ. ישפוט תבל בצדק ועמים באמונתו. אוהבי אדוני שנאו רע, שומר נפשות חסידיו מיד רשעים יצילם. אור זרוע לצדיק ורישי לב שמחה, שמחו צדיקים באדוני והודו לזכר קודשו.
We turn to Romemu, the bottom of page 17. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachlavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachlavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachlavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachlavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתחילה. אחד אותי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. אחד אותי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נשוכה, סוף מעשה במשהו התפילה. אחד אותי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. אחד officially welcome Shabbat into this room, and oh my goodness, do I feel it? Let's take a couple minutes to welcome each other. Say Shabbat Shalom to somebody new, somebody old, make a new friend, welcome somebody. I prefer wake up and shake off the dust.
That's also my favorite. That is a good one.
We continue our service on page 22 with Psalm 92, a psalm for Shabbat, Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai,
ולזמר לשמך עליון,
ולזמר לשמך עליון.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת,
טוב להודות לאדוני,
ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. אל תאסור, אל תנבל, אל תיקיון בכינור.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני,
ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
מה גדול מעשיך מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מה גדול מעשיך מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. Shabbat Shalom. So I'm having a debate with some of my colleagues, and I want to tell you about it. The debate is about what words to use. I'm going to tell you what the debate is at the end. I'm going to start with a story about something else, but it's related. You'll see. The story is as follows. Several years ago, I decided to stop saying the word feminist. I am one. In high school, I read a book called Yentl's Revenge. In college, I minored in women's studies. I've advocated for women and girls my working life, and I try hard to be a positive female role model for all the children that come in and out of our building every day. I am a feminist. But I stopped saying that word because I realized that if you walked into a room and say that you're a feminist and ask people if they are a feminist also, they will say no. They'll be uncomfortable, or they'll think the word is divisive or not descriptive of present day. But if you ask the very same people, do you think that your daughter should be compensated the same as her male counterpart, or would you prefer she make 70 cents on the dollar? They will answer, of course, women should be paid equally. So I made a tactical decision. I chose to avoid the word I meant, feminism, to get the one thing I wanted, equality. I didn't need to call it what it was. I didn't need to say the word women's Seder. I just let a Seder. I filled it with female-centered content, and a room full of women showed up. I didn't need to advocate for wage equality. I just demanded a raise, whatever the case. You see what I mean? I didn't label who I was or why I was doing it. I just did it. And that was easier, and it was faster, and maybe more successful. I stopped saying the word to get to the work of the word. I see this sort of debate all the time in our country. I read the other day that you're not supposed to say you're pro-choice anymore. You're supposed to say you're pro-decision, if you are. That you believe women should make our own decisions. If simply swapping those two words, decisions and choice, would lead to the possibility of widespread abortion access, would you even hesitate to switch them? Probably not. What is that balance between being tactical and being upfront? Should we be direct or strategic? Are we pragmatists wanting to get the work done, or are we idealists who need everyone to agree with us fully? And what is the cost of not saying the word? In the examples I gave, it honestly wasn't that hard to decide. Change the word and reach the goal. Obvious. You don't need to say feminist, just be one. I think it worked to some extent. I also think about the LGBTQ plus community in the same frame. In a different community I'm a part of, not this one, it was important to secure an all-gender bathroom. They didn't have one. I kind of got the sense they didn't really want one. It was not a popularly embraced idea at the time this was happening. But some like-minded people got together, we gently pressured the leadership over a period of time to create an all-gender bathroom, and to their credit, they did it. They made it happen. We never really said words like trans or non-binary throughout the process. We read the setting, and we didn't think that was the fastest way to get the result we needed. But we did get the result we needed, and it was a victory. But truthfully, it was a victory I felt quite mixed about. Why can't you claim who you are? Feminist, gay, whatever you are. Shouldn't you be able to claim it rather than cover it? And of course, you know that Florida passed this bill, which was called, in reporting, not in actuality, the Don't Say Gay bill. For me, naming that bill, that thing in the media, made me really want to say gay. It made me want to say it all the time, out loud, at home, and on my way, when I lie down and when I rise up. But was that the right thing to do? If the bill was meant to incite some outrage, it worked. By engaging in what's basically an unproductive conversation, do we somehow take our eyes off the ball of the actual work that needs to be done? At the end of the day, how much does it matter if you say the word as long as you're fighting for the cause? What's the trade-off? It's not without cost. And now I'll tell you the word that my colleagues and I are debating. Maybe you can guess. The word is Zionist. For a long time, I didn't say it. I didn't want to, because it was polarized, and because it was toxified, and because it felt scary. Instead, I said Israel positive, and I was. I spoke positively from the Bima about Israel when the trend was negative. I celebrated Yom Ha'atzmaut with passion. When someone was condemning Israel in a casual conversation, I intervened. And I try to still do all these things. But I didn't say the word Zionist. But I was a Zionist, and I'm still a Zionist. So that's the debate. Do you need to say the word to be the thing? Should you? Because like a lot of these words, they are stolen from the context from which they were created and the community they were created by and for. Feminist has become something political, something beyond just wanting to treat everyone with dignity and respect. There's certainly an effort to co-opt gayness by a predominantly non-gay community and frame what is a wholly natural and godlike way to be as something very different. And the same is true for the word Zionist. It simply means that you believe that the Jews should have a sovereign state, that Jews should be able to exist collectively the same as everyone else exists collectively. Not that you support or reject any specific policy of the state, just that you think the state should exist in the first place. I don't know the answer. I'll be thinking it through, and I'll be curious to know what you think. Sometimes the label becomes distracting from the cause and gets in the way of the work. On the other hand, why should we hide? Why should we allow others to define us when we are the ones who know the true meaning of these terms and care about them deeply? We need to be pragmatists and get the work done. Who else will? But also, sometimes we need to be idealists and just say the words out loud and say them often. Shabbat Shalom. We turn to page 28 for the Baruch Hu. Please rise.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv haravim, b'chokhmah poteach she'arim, ובתבונה משנה עתים ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו, בורא יום ולילה גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים. אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, נגה יומם ולילה. מאהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע לפני משה ומרים. זה אלי ענו ואמרו, זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. השיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with the morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. 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 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת שבת ויהי נפש.
Return to page 46 for the Amidah. Please rise.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו אלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי רבקה אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא אל עליון גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם מכלכל חיים בחסד מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומטוב מלך מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We continue silently.
When all the world is a hopeless stumble and the raindrops tumble all around. Heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
We offer a prayer for healing for those in need of recovery, healing of the body, mind, and spirit. I'm making a prayer for all of those in our community who have asked me to extend their loved ones and also sometimes themselves in my mind and to think about them. If you're saying such a prayer for someone this evening, please share their names with us now.
Jake Jacobs, Sandy Albert. Judy Stein.
Barbara Kaufman, Rochel Weston.
Mishaberach Avotinu v'imotinu Avraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leahu Yivarech et HaCholim. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. And together we say, Amen.
Source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Amen. We take a moment now to share joyful things in our lives. It's a commandment to be happy on Shabbat, and in fact that's a thread through all Jewish holidays, joy. So we ask you to share some good news with us, help us grow our community, build our relationships, and lift our spirits. Mimi.
I am so happy that our Moroccan trip happened.
Huh?
And some of us are here tonight, Janino, Rini, Deb and I, and Barbara and Alan were with us. Who am I leaving out? And some other people, but people with the tour Yes, I ate it all. It was absolutely delicious. The people were great. It was wonderful. And 2 weeks ago, we were in synagogue in Marrakesh. That was one of the most moving experiences. And then dinner afterwards in the sukkah of Jackie Kadosh, who runs the director of the Jewish Council in Morocco. It was fantastic. And the camel ride was worth it all.
Well, welcome back. We're so happy it was a good trip and a safe trip and that it happened. And we're even happier you're back here home with us. Ah, Dan? I was thinking Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, but that's okay. There we go. Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Hey Lanu. Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Hey Lanu. I need very little reason to sing that song, but this is a great reason. Mazal Tov, we're so happy for you. It's good to see you guys. Rachel.
Well, last week, about 20 years ago, we got married.
Oh. I don't know. Mazel Tov. Amazing. And of course, Sophie, we want to say a huge Mazel Tov to you on becoming Bat Mitzvah and to your amazing family. We can't wait to celebrate with you tomorrow and more to come. We continue our service, page 282, and we ask that you please rise.
לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
We turn to Kaddish on page 294. We think of those whom we've lost recently or at this time in years gone by. We observe the yahrzeits for Carol Pettit, Mitzi Dworin, Rose M. Ferber, Anna Spada, Sela Goldberg, David Lewis, Susan Jean Epstein, Peter Axelrod, Ethel Seidman, Joyce G. Seidman, and Saul Tamney. Are there additional names at this time?
Douglas Thompson, Suzelle Resnick.
We rise for Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu vel kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom b'imroma, Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen.
Ose shalom b'meromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel.
Please be seated. We welcome our co-presidents, Jill Wilkinson and Catherine Lipton, to the bima.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to newcomers, and welcome to one of my very best friends in the whole world, Peter Aronson, who's here from California. Thank you. And some announcements.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Just a couple things. So tonight, there's, for those who signed up, there's a dinner in the social hall for the religious school families. So we invite, no? Oh, I'm sorry. Join us for the Onig, everyone. I've been corrected. I thought it smelled so good. I thought there was a dinner going on. I even asked Judy if she was cooking. She looked at me funny. Okay. So we have adult ed classes. Those are still happening, right? Okay. In November, sacred prayers. Hila will be visiting from Israel and playing a pre-Shabbat jazz concert on the 4th of November. And as always, we have our very active social action committee. We're looking for new members for the soup kitchen, bread pickup. If you have a car and are interested in volunteering on Saturdays to do the pickup in Midtown and come back down and bring it to the kitchen, let us know. And then, of course, we still have we have the midterms coming, so we've got Every Voice, Every Vote campaign. So if you got your cards, send them out, and reach out to Rachel Gluby. She's here if you have any questions or interested. And I'm so excited for your family. I'm so excited for you, Sophie. You're going to do great tomorrow. We're really all very excited. And I feel so honored to be sharing the bima with Catherine, my co-president, and excited to celebrate with your family tomorrow.
Thank you.
So,
We're excited too.
yes. And of course, I forgot to thank you and you and you and Liat's back there and Santiago's here. So thank you all for keeping the wheels turning around here. So thank you all. And all the best tomorrow.
Thank you.
Just one more announcement. So a friend from growing up, unfortunately, is suffering from cancer, and they're looking for a bone marrow donor. And as we have learned before, pikuach nefesh, or saving a soul or a life, is one of the greatest mitzvot that we can do. So if you are available, either this Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m., there's a registry situation at Congregation Adereth El, which is, I can give you the information after, but around East 29th Street. Or you can also, I can give you the link to giftoflife.org, which is the organization that is organizing this. So if you're able, you either will, who knows, maybe help this wonderful person or maybe somebody else, and can make a big difference. So thank you.
Thank you. We close our service with words of blessing. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace.
is Shalom Aleichem on page 24, the words.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Ay, 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 Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet,
Malachei Elyon,
Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim,
HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Welcome to Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Welcome to Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
ay, 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 Bocher li Shalom, Malachei Hashalom,
Malachei Elyon,
Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim,
HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Baruchuni לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, ממלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, ממלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. איי איי איי, שלום עליכם, מלאכי השרת,
Malachei Elyon,
ממלך
Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom.
Hey. Hey.
When you're playing, we're singing. I feel like I'm at Carnegie Hall or Lincoln Center. I am so moved.
Thank you.
The rainbow just
Yeah,
about
yeah,
put me over the
That's
edge.
yeah, that's what I love to do. I've been to Morocco myself. I had a great trip there. Yeah, I rode a camel also, but I went with a group for the royal family to play the prince's wedding.
Oh my word!
And but they own everything over there. They own. Did you go on Royal Air Maroc or?
Yes, yes.
So they own that airline, and
Yes.
so they had us. We went to Rabat, but then they also took us to Fez and Marrakesh and different places for about 10 days.
Oh my God, we were there like 11.
Yeah.
Oh my, when was that? When did you
Oh,
go?
geez, it must be about 15 plus years ago.
Oh my God.
15, 20.
what a trip. So they
Yeah.
took y'all.
Yeah, I mean, they have these guys who their permanent job was like wrangling entertainment in New York to bring over there for parties and stuff like that. So,
You gotta be talented to get wrangled to go anywhere
well, but
like that.
you know, I think our flight was delayed or something. We were all like really burnt out when we got there, but we had to go right to the party site. There was this big, huge thing outdoors, and you know, we didn't go until 2, 3 in the morning. I don't know.
I love it.
pretty crazy.
We went from 9 till 9.
Yeah.
But it's like
Spectacular
I
place.
didn't miss anything.
It was a really great
Oh, I'm
place.
so glad to hear it. It's, you know, we've only been back a little over a week. It's so imprinted in my head.
I know.
Good, glad. And again, thank you. This is so beautiful.
Thank you very much.